A gorgeous afternoon in Eugene, Oregon sets the setting for Big Ten softball action as the number 6 Oregon Ducks host Game 2 of a 3-game set against the Wolverines from the University of Michigan here on Big Ten Plus. Welcome into the broadcast booth for my broadcast partner, Harry Satrakian. I'm Jonah Bruneau. Got the suit jacket looking nice today. I feel basic. 70s, couple clouds, but mostly clear skies here in Eugene. 2-2, right back to Chambers, off her glove, and it deflects to Sinicki, not in time. Langford is going to leg it out. And so the leadoff batter reaches for Michigan here in the top of the first against Stacey Chambers. Nice. For 15 last week en route to the Big Ten Player of the Week honor. Popped up here, out of play. Flannery makes the catch. Throw back to first is in time. They double up Langford at first. I'm not sure why she was so far off the bag. First base on an infield pop-up. Nonetheless, it favors Oregon. 0-2 the count, 2 outs, nobody on. Chambers delivers the putts. Breaking ball in, called strike 3. So a great bounce back from Chambers after allowing her total marker last year as a freshman. She had 15. 3-1. Missing low, and it's a walk. Leadoff walk for Kai Lushar. And you would have to expect she's looking for that.
She did have one yesterday.
Paige Sinicki hit with the first pitch. Up around the upper shoulder on the ensuing at bat after Lushar. So one shy of tying the freshman record in a single season. Double steal here from Oregon without a throw. Lushar advances to third, Sinicki to second. So 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. A 2-1 count to Riley McCoy.
And Valamont just couldn't handle that pitch. Got enough away. She knew she didn't have a chance with the speed on the base paths.
Jam shot behind second base. It is caught there. Lushar gets back to third, and she'll stay there. Good play. And RBIs. Good for second on the team behind Maake. Fly ball down the left field line. Over to make the catch is Sealer. Coming home to score is Kai Lushar. And it's an RBI sacrifice fly for Katie Flannery. Breaks the scoreless tie. It's a 1-0 Oregon lead here in the bottom of the first.
So again, Flannery opens up the scoring off her bat. This time a little different. Plays the team game, goes fly ball in a fly ball situation with less than 2 outs and a runner on third. And the speed of Lushar, no chance. She slides in.
I think a wise decision as well. Sealer, pretty deep fly ball. No way really you're going to throw out the speedy Kai Lushar at home. Gets it into third base, keeps Sinicki at second. First pitch to Kedri Lushar in the center field for a base hit. Sinicki rounds third, heading home. She's going to be in safely. 2-out RBI single for Kedri Lushar. Makes it a 2-0 Duck lead here in the bottom of the first.
Bit of a head start out there. Sinicki did a good job to get off the base and read that one up the middle. And again, all that speed coming around. No shot, so the cutoff.
Who leads the team in walks? 27 for Oregon. 1-1 the count. Foul tip back into the glove. Meanwhile, Kedri Lushar takes off her second. She is in safely. Tag was on the helmet just a hair too late. As she started the final game against Michigan State, rather came in for relief in that game. 3-2 jam shot to third base, and it's caught there to end the inning by Erickson. But Oregon tacks on 2 runs in the...
Valmont just the same, 0 for 3 and a strikeout, so they could be thinking they're due.
Well, they make up for it here. At least Stevenson does. Leadoff single into center field. First hit of the game for Michigan for the Wolverines. Corners playing in. 1-1 slapped into right field. Catch made there by Patman. Hit hard, but right to the right fielder. First out here in the second. Stevenson stays on second. 1-2. Fly ball, right field. Patman there, comes in to make the catch, and Stevenson has to stay on second base. So a couple flyouts recorded. And a sign of respect from Oregon. So intentional walk with 2 outs. Brings the double play into factor here. Lefty-lefty matchup once more. Line drive into center field for a base hit. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Stevenson rounds third. She's going to come home and score. Erickson's getting a wave around third. She's going to score sliding. And the intentional walk does come back to pay off for Michigan. 2-run score on the play, a 2 RBI double with 2 outs for Ramey. And we're tied at 2 here in the top of the second.
And you just got to love that, you know, as a hitter when you're on deck, you see they're walking the person in front of you. You know in your mind that they made a mistake, right? Because you want to go up there, intensity, fire, and just like that, 1 pitch, and we are all tied up.
Not a whole lot of pop in the bat. Just trying to get on base here. Swings, lifts one down the left field line. Kyle Lushauer in foul territory. Makes the catch for the 3rd out. But Michigan ties the game back up at 2, courtesy of Maddie Ramey. 15 RBIs across her last 6 games. Quickly down on 3 strikes here. First out from the bottom of the second.
Plan of it.
Now batting over 327 in fact, with 5 home runs and 20 RBIs. Quickly down 0-2 and again strikes out on 3 pitches. Well, hey, she'll come back to the box in a full count.
Now all eyes on this pitch. Hain looking for a great 1-2-3 inning, keeping the momentum on the offensive side.
Looking to strike out the side. 3-2, just missing. Hain thought she had it. Doesn't get the call. It's a 2-out walk at the bottom of the second. 2-0, Lushauer pops up the bunt, and coming in to make the play at third base was Erickson. Was expecting bunt. They're going to get out of this weekend if everything goes as scheduled today with a clean weekend of weather. Throw across the diamond in time, but Riley McCoy was off the bag at first. So Langford beats it out.
It's Conway not swinging for a single.
1-2 in the dirt. Good block by Rosa, but Langford's going to take off for second and get in there safely. So runner in scoring position now.
4 home runs over the span of a doubleheader, 2 in each game. I mean, we saw one hit one to the backside.
Line drive to right field. That's headed for the scoreboard. It's over the scoreboard. And right on cue, the home run power on display for the folks in Eugene to see. 2-run home run for Conway. It's a 4-2 Michigan lead. Their first lead of the game here in the top of the 3rd.
And with that swing, she wants back-to-back Big Ten Player of the Week awards. She knew it was going right off the bat. Big smile down the first base side, and that one off the very top of the scoreboard. Showcasing that power. Mentioned it right before the pitch. She went backside yesterday, the opposite way to tie the game late, knowing that they need to play another game right after.
1-2. Check swing by Putz. She went around, called strike 3. 1 batter, 1 strikeout for Elise Sokolsky. Such a versatile pitcher, netting. 1-2. In for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Sokolsky coming into relief here in the top of the 3rd. Now 85 strikeouts to her 19 walks on the year. 2 outs, nobody on. There's a chopper. Kaylin Jones at second. 1 pitch for the 3rd out to Valamont. Batting .402, 6 home runs, 31 RBIs. Fly ball. Left field, Sealer makes the catch. First out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Very nice crowd on hand now.
Absolutely, and
McCoy, center field. And a quick 2 outs again. Conway makes the catch.
what I was going to say there is they certainly picked the right day to schedule the doubleheader, to reschedule it, where Michigan lands at 5.
3-2, it's outside. 2-out walk issued to Flannery. 3rd walk of the game issued by Hayen. Extends the inning pretty smoothly ever since that 2-run bottom of the 1st. Up 0-2. Half-hearted swing by Lushar, and she's down swinging to end the third. To the top of the fourth we go. Michigan on top so far this year. Of course, they've played teams like Tennessee and Florida State, but those were tournament games, kind of those one-off matchups. This is a 3-game series against a really good conference opponent. And how about a 4-pitch walk meanwhile? 0-2 the count here to Erickson. Sealer on first. Nobody out. Up in the zone. Erickson chases, comes up empty. Third strikeout for Sokolsky.
We're at it, but Sokolsky possibly going to go back to that same spot. Maybe elevate it a little more.
Off speed, out in front was Ramey. Strikeout number 4, back-to-back strikeouts. 2 gone here in the top of the fourth. Down 4-2 against Michigan here. 1-2 count to McVeigh. Chopper, first base, McCoy gathers and will tag out McVeigh for the third out. So leadoff walk goes to naught for Michigan. Sokolsky, a couple strikeouts and a ground base runner for Oregon. 1-2 now, nobody on here in the bottom of the fourth. Off speed, swing and a miss. Gets a big fist pump from Hayen. Back in the second.
And you said it earlier. She's trying to lift the ball, so she's going to be aggressive on those high pitches.
A little cue shot that's going to fall into center field in front of Conway. So a 1-out bloop single for Stephanie Maake. 2-2 to Rosa. Fly ball, first base. Making the catch there is Ramey for the second out.
Last time to Jones. So here we go again. Runner probably going to be on the move.
Chopper the third. Erickson gloves it. Across the diamond in time to throw out Jones. And so the single by Maake is left stranded for Michigan. Langford drops down the bunt. Flannery coming in. Throw to first is not going to be in time. Flannery was expecting bunt and still not able. One, two. Off the end of the bat, popped up. McCoy along the first baseline makes the catch. Big out number 1 against Conway.
Classman too, Lauren Putz, also a freshman.
Pitch outside, Langford takes off for second throw down. Perfect throw by Rosa. And not in time, call is safe. Paige Sinicki had the 3-1. Off speed, just misses outside. 1-out walk. Force plate at any base now.
Either of these Duck pitchers so far.
Off speed, check swing from Stevenson. Sinicki comes up firing across the diamond in time for the out there. Both runners advance a base, so now second and third, 2 outs. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss. There it is. Strikeout number 5. And perhaps the biggest one yet. Keeps the deficit at 2 for Oregon.
Close throughout so far, and obviously leading here today.
Slapped in the left field, base hit. Great 2-strike piece of hitting from Kai Lushar going the other way. First hit of the game for her. First hit of the series.
Stop having to cover second with the second baseman having to get over to first. There it is.
Shar takes off. Bunt is behind the plate. Called foul. Count goes to 1-2.
So they're going to be on their toes here. And they just have to trust to the catcher or the pitcher.
Ground ball to second. Fielded there. Out at second for 1. Back to first. Not in time. Good play there by Ilagua. First pitch to Riley McCoy is popped up to right field. Stevenson over, makes the catch. Out number 2, big out number 2 against Riley McCoy, who's carried a hot bat. 2-1, ground ball to third. Fielded there by Erickson. Gather step and a throw out across the diamond. And a big out to end the inning for Hayen to set down the top of the order for Oregon. Has a walk as well. First pitch swinging, popped up in the infield. Sinicki over, to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. top of the 6th. Lee Sokolsky back out. So 4th inning. Barty's hoping Sokolsky can go the rest of the way at this point now in the circle for Oregon. Swing and a miss, off speed again. Erickson off balance. Strikeout number 6. 2 gone quickly here in the top of the 6th. Line drive to right, hit well. Going back is Shaw. It's off the wall. Shaw gathers back in time, and it keeps Ramey at first base.
Of the season.
Oregon has 5, 6, 7 due up in the bottom half of the 6th. Trying to keep it a 2-run deficit. 3-2. Up in the zone, ball 4. And that might have got the biggest crowd reaction of the entire day. 2-1. Fly ball left field. Kyla Shar is playing in, and it benefits her. Makes the catch in foul territory. So Sokolsky, after all that, puts up a blank in the top of the 6th. Keeps the Oregon deficit at 2. Michigan looking.
Really been outstanding after that tough first inning.
Line drive to center. Right at Conway. Out number 1. Hit well by Kedri Lushar, and she knows it. Just right at the center fielder.
Seen them put up.
High fly, center field, Conway. Makes the catch, out number 2. 2 outs for Conway here in the bottom of the 6th.
And I was going to say there, it is not the first time we've seen them put up those type of numbers. That's coming in and being so great.
She strikes out here. Hayen, her 5th strikeout. And Michigan holds on to that 4-2 lead. 3 outs to go. They'll look for some insurance in the top of the 7th. Up 4-2.
Get back on your feet.
Chopper back to Sokolsky. And out is Conway at first.
But right there, no better example to show that Sokolsky is back on her feet. She's done a great job coming in. They've been getting a runner. They left a runner on. First 5 innings did the Ducks offense.
Lauren puts right back at Sokolsky, who snags it on the comebacker. A little bit of a jam shot, but still hit right back at Sokolsky. Able to get the glove up in time, and you have to tell him.
Yeah.
2-1, popped up. Rosa drops the helmet, makes the catch right on top of home plate. Now 1-2-3 inning for Elise Sokolsky, giving her offense a chance. 5 for Oregon to be losing in the bottom of the 7th at home. Meanwhile, first pitch to Bracy Rosa hits her. 1-1. Line drive into left field, base hit over the head of McVeigh in the left field. First and second, nobody out. Tying run on first, winning run to the plate in Kai Lushar. Lushar shows bunt. It's up in the zone, and looked like it maybe hit her hands. 2-2. Little cue shot coming home to score as Crusho throw to first is in time by a half step. Good play by McVeigh. It's a 4-3 Michigan lead.
So the fielder's choice goes 6-3, really nothing else McVeigh could have done over there at short. And the speed of Sinicki almost beat that one out.
Well, Sam Martyr might want another review. So a call goes in favor of Michigan this time. Out is at bat, drives in a 2 RBI double, and it comes back to bite Oregon. Well, now Katie Flannery is going to get that same opportunity, but this time a chance to win the game.
And again.
0-1. Gets back to the backstop. Here comes a runner from third, and Jones, she's safe. The game is tied.
And well, we mentioned there was
a winning run on third.
Wild pitch, winning run moves to third. And right on it from third.
We had seen a couple close calls. Valamont had snagged a lot of high pitches since Durkowski's comes in.
But now you need that strikeout.
1-2.
And you
And
got
she
it.
gets it. She gets it. There's 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th.
Certainly, but now Kedry from the left side, that pitch is going to be breaking into her instead of away.
Ground ball back up the middle, in the center field, a base hit. Oregon's going to win the game. Kai Lushar scores. Her sister Kedry walks it off for the Ducks. 5-4, Oregon beats Michigan in Game 2 of the series. Unbelievable finish.
What a win. What an inning. To finish it off, they'd been silent from the 2nd inning until the 6th, and now 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th to take it home and show why they are the number 6 team in the country, why they protect home field so well. And your final score, Oregon 5, Michigan 4, in a close walk-off victory.
Incredible. Michigan had a 4-2 lead from the 3rd inning on here on Big Ten Plus. I want to thank everybody at Big Ten Plus, back at Duck TV as well, for making this possible. For Harry Sutraki and I'm Joe Neverno. One more game to go here on the Saturday afternoon between Oregon and Michigan. Ducks take Game 2, walk-off victory, 5-4, the final.